Hello there, Internet. Version 2 here with Let's Play Ōkami. Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there was a tiny village by the name of Kamiki. I'm assuming the voiceover is gibberish and not Japanese. Legend tells of a horrible beast that threatens the residents. Hydra? It also tells of the wolf that risked it all to protect them. Big fire-breathing dragon hydra thing, controlling the very fabric of existence. This wolf stood up against the beast many times its size and banished the darkness. Hey! Look! This ethereal's wolf valiant act ushered in an era of tranquility. The villagers' hearts swelled with respect and adoration of the wolf. Yeah! Go for it! Whee! Go Amaterasu! Go! I know this is Amaterasu. I want to be given a moment where a title screen pops up and I can talk about, you know, this LP and how I'm like extraordinarily excited for it. Ōkami. All right, we're finally fucking doing this. I've been meaning to play this game for the longest time in the world. So, this game is directed by Hideki Kamiya at Clover Studios. Hideki Kamiya of, you know, director of a couple little games, you know, just, we got a demo. Let's let the demo play out while I talk about this and learn some mechanics and possibly see some spoilers because of the way they do this. You know, Hideki Kamiya did a couple little games, you know, like Resident Evil 2, Devil May Cry, Beautiful Joe, Bayonetta, Wonderful 101. You know, a couple little things just like some amazing games with Bayonetta, Devil May Cry, and Beautiful Joe, and my favorite game of all time, Wonderful 101. And this being made at Clover Studios, people who made like all the Beautiful Joe games, this and God Hand, another amazing game, if not the, like one of the least accessible games on the planet to actually try to explain to people how to play it. So, you know, there's that. There's also that I know quite a few people who say this is one of, if not their favorite game. I know a couple artists who say that this game is a big reason of why they got into art in the first place. And which, I mean, as you can see, even just from this title screen, and it's very much that traditional Japanese style of art, which looks gorgeous with like the, like it's not cell shading, but it like has like this art style, like the painterly style of it. And also, wow, can I see the fucking origins of Wonderful 101 in these character designs, in terms of just like the way their heads like do that. Oh my god, I didn't realize how much that came from this, like this. I didn't realize that originated here. Just the characters talk while their head just moves up and down. So here's what I know about this game. You play as the sun god Amaterasu in wolf form. There's this, I believe it's the celestial paintbrush, which I think this game was originally on PS2, I'm not sure. It might have been originally Wii, it might have been originally PS2, but it's had a Wii release, and it's had like a PS4 release, and now a Switch release. I was actually going to buy this on PS4 to LP it, like specifically the HD version, and maybe a week or two before I actually like was gonna have the money to buy it, it was announced as having a Switch version, so I'm just like, I'll do that, because motion controls for the drawing of the paintbrush. I've been told the paintbrush is very similar to the Wonderliner mechanic in Wonderful 101. And the Wonderliner is one of the best parts of Wonderful 101, so I'm excited for that. Like just the art style, the way the characters talk, and the celestial paintbrush. There's a lot similar to Wonderful 101 here, I can already see. In terms of what the game is and what the gameplay is, what I'm seeing here is literally the first I've ever seen of it. Like this little teaser demo thing is like basically the first of actual gameplay that I've ever seen in this game. All I've really heard of before is like obviously the legacy of it, just both in who made it and the fact that so many people love the game so much. But like, I didn't know whether, like, I mean, I assumed it was an action game just because Kamiya and Nova, which looking at it here does seem to have that, and then there's the paintbrush parts, but like, no idea what type of game it is, no idea like how the combat works or functions, what the story's like, or anything like that. I've just heard people say it's amazing, go play it. And a lot of people saying how it is very, very me, which, I mean, it's made by Kamiya, so that's not surprising, because, like, my sensibilities of what do I enjoy line up a lot with Kamiya in terms of what he creates. And, like, all of his games are just, like, there's a lot about this specifically that I really like. So, you know, going in with tempered expectations, I mean, like, I've been excited to play this for so long, and I decided a while ago, if I'm gonna play this game, I'm gonna LP it. And a Switch version happened, and then I'm just like, okay, cool, I'll fucking do it. So we're gonna do this. I've also heard that it's long as fuck. So, you know, another long-ass LP. But that isn't a bad thing. You must create save data in order to play Hideki. Yes, I'd like to create save data. Alright, go to this. Pardon me is dusty as fuck at the moment. I'll try and keep that down. Okay, controls. Alright. Also, if I'm, for this, like, at least first video, who knows for how long, if I'm bad at any moment, I'm just gonna call Johns on the fact that one of my fingers on my left hand currently has, like, 5 fractures in it. So, you know, Johns on that part. It's my middle finger, so it's all holding the controller, but it does make it a little bit awkward to hold. But yeah, I literally can't move that finger. So, you know, unfortunately it's the middle finger and not the finger that we press the triggers. It feels awkward to hold the controller. Alright, so we've got those buttons. We'll probably learn that as we go through, but it's mainly just, I was expecting to be able to change controls there, but okay. Help, alright. Okay. Ending, if you don't save quickly, everything will be lost, a continuing adventure. Okay, yep. Okay, so that's just saving. Alright, options, subtitles, I'm assuming they're on by default, because, it looks like the characters don't actually have vocals. Alright, camera control, normal, oh god, no normal. Alright, controller settings, celestial motion fishing, adjust motion controls for, okay. So, interesting. The motion controls are off by default. Okay. I want it on the Joy-Con right. I'm gonna see how it goes, if not. Okay. Type A celestial brushes R. Which, yeah, is, and camera's L. That makes sense, because I'm using it on the right one. Normal, we'll start with normal. Alright, exit options. Save those. Yes, make sure no people in my vicinity. No one else is around here. Control Rumble, then Switch, original off. Switch, because it's HD Rumble. Sound settings. Alright. Everything's max, that's fine. Okay. Just always got, okay. Oh, we can go for filters. We won't have filters. We'll play original. We'll see how this goes. You just gotta check it. Just gotta make sure. Ōkami. Apparently the name Ōkami's a pun, or at least in the Japanese it's a pun. To make up for the fact that in English we got Beautiful Joe, which is a pun that they apparently didn't get in the Japanese. Story, Hideki Kamiya. There it is. There's that leather jacket wearing motherfucker. The person who yells at everyone on Twitter because they're assholes to him, and who doesn't get massive backlash because he's a guy. Unlike all of the women who yell at people on Twitter because they are the dudes are assholes and then receive massive. A tiny hamlet known as Kamiki lay nestled in a grove of proud and beautiful cherry blossoms. Yes, cherry blossoms I feel are going to be a thematic thing in this game. What? Each and every tree around the quiet burg was honored as a god. However, the village was not without its dark secrets. A Hydra to satiate the appetite of the Orochi. That makes more sense. Yes, that makes a lot more sense. It's Japanese. A fearsome cave-dwelling beast. A young maiden was offered as a sacrifice at the annual festival. Jeez, okay, we're going straight into ritual sacrifice. With a body like a mountain and 8 heads mounted on necks the size of the tree trunks, its blood-red eyes alone were said to curse anyone who gazed into them. No one dared disobey the horrific beast. God damn it, Orochi! or as it's spelled in Wonderful 101, Orochi. It's literally just that, but with no I's and all E's and shit. When the night of the sacrifice drew near, a mysterious white wolf appeared outside the village. This wolf, its coat as brilliant as snow, was dubbed Shiranui. Oh. I was told we were playing as Amaterasu, the sun god. What? Okay. Shiranui. Okay. The wolf kept a watchful eye on anyone who ventured outside the village, and made a habit of patrolling the streets at night. People assumed the wolf to be a familiar of Orochi, to make sure everyone couldn't run away. One villager took it upon himself to face the fearsome Shiranui with a big-ass fucking sword or a shovel. The warrior Nagi attempted many times to challenge the wolf, but his attempts were thwarted by Shiranui's swift movements. You're fighting a wolf, dude. How did you think that was gonna go? You ain't Revenant? Or was that a bear? I forget. No, the Grey I'm thinking of. You ain't the Grey. No, because I don't know. Before long, the night of the accursed festival had arrived. A white-plumed arrow heralded the coming sacrifice. Piercing the sky, the arrow sunk its shaft squarely into... Boom! The home of Nami, the village's most beautiful maiden. Nagi, harboring a secret love for Nami, was enraged by this. Determined to put an end to Orochi once and for all, Nagi traveled to the beast's cave in place of his beloved. The Moon Cave, a place as dark as evil itself, served as Orochi's home, as Nagi stood bravely before the entrance. A beast appeared, eyes glowing crimson upon 8 thrashing necks. Orochi stood tall before him, anxious for another sacrifice. Nagi leapt with incredible grace, swinging his blade valiantly. On and on he sliced, went into the moonless night. Well into the moonless night. But Orochi's hide was like steel. The blade left nary a scratch. Nary a scratch? I don't know. So, is that a bell inside Orochi with the temple, or is that just the temple that Orochi's around? At long last, Nagi, his energy spent from the intense battle, dropped to his knees, fatigued and gasping for breath. He knew he was staring death in the face. It was then that the wolf appeared. As if to protect Nagi, it stood its ground before Orochi. In the darkness of the cave, the wolf's coat shone brilliantly. Alas, it was Shiranui, the wolf that dwelled outside the village. Bearing its fearsome claws, Shiranui leapt towards Orochi. Orochi reared its terrifying heads, readying its fangs for battle. The two beasts struggled wildly, thrashing in the darkness. Wolf versus dragon thing. Mysterious and terrifying, the spectacle continued. Shiranui summoned gusts of divine wind to counter Orochi's flames. Ha! Wind! As Orochi closed in on Shiranui, sharpened claws glistening. Ha! A gigantic tree suddenly sprouted forth, shielding the wolf. Shiranui fought gallantly to gain the upper hand. However, Orochi, protected by a mystical power, was not easily bested. Shiranui, covered in gashes, majestic coat dyed crimson, stood exhausted before the mighty Orochi. Shiranui, no! Orochi saw a chance to strike what would be the final blow. But Shiranui refused to give in. With its last ounce of strength, the majestic wolf gazed heavenward and unleashed a mighty howl. Suddenly, the black clouds overhead dissipated. The moon! Yeah! Kamir and his love of moons. The light from above glinted off Nagi's sword as a beacon of hope. guided by his sword, Nagi, who had been taking shelter in the shadows, stood proudly to face his adversary, channeling all his strength into his scarred and battered arms. He leapt ferociously towards Orochi, his sword poised high. The golden sword danced in his hands like a puppet on a string. One by one, Orochi's fearsome heads separated from their owner. Yeah, cut off the heads. I noticed the heads have a different design each too. Is that going to represent like the various bosses we'll be fighting across the game? Orochi's broken body collapsed in a lake of its own blood. In that instant, the curse that plagued the villagers was lifted. As the battle subsided, the sun shone once again in the sky. Shiranui had succumbed to Orochi's poison and struggled to breathe. Didn't realize that Orochi was poisonous too, Jesus. Nagi scooped the beast into his arms and returned to Kamiki. Shiranui, no. When they reached the village, Shiranui was no longer moving. The village elder gently stroked the wolf's head. In response, Shiranui let out a hoarse and pitiful bark, then closed its eyes and drifted off as if into slumber. Oh, poor Shiranui. We're starting this game with an animal dying. This is bullshit. Peace had at last returned to Kamiki village. In honor of Shiranui's heroic exploits, the villagers erected a shrine and placed a statue of the wolf within it. Yeah, look at Shiranui's statue. Nagi's sword was christened Tsukiyomi and placed inside the moon cave. The villagers all looked forward to an age of endless peace. However, this is not the end of the story. There is more to this tale than most people know. 100 years had passed since Nagi and Shiranui's heroic exploits. It happened so quickly that no one in the village even took notice. Ooh, into Shiranui's shrine? Oh, this is the shrine for Tsukiyomi. Who's taken Tsukiyomi? Is this the legendary sword? Is this Tsukiyomi, the sword that banished the dreaded Orochi? Alright, who's villain? No, it couldn't be. It's just a legend. Nothing but a fairy tale. It was like 100 years ago. Come on. Not that long. Alright, you've undone the Sword of Evil's Bane. What the fuck is wrong with you? What have you done? Why have you done this? I can't believe you've done this. Orochi Gun is gonna be mad pissed. Think you can banish me? Oh, he who seeks power, he who has broken my bonds. Speak the words, I wish darkness unto the world. Utter that prayer unto me, and unleash my power. Are you gonna do it? Are you gonna be a shit? You're not even saying anything. You're not even doing anything. You're just running away even further. Look at the fires that you... Look at what the fuck you've done. You didn't even say the prayer and everything's fucked. One of them hit their head. Alright. Orochi's coming forth and fucking up everything. Yep. Immediately the apocalypse. Immediately everything's on fire. Good work, dickhead. I think I'm more pissed at you that you didn't realize what you're doing rather than you were actually trying to usher in darkness upon the world. I think that's a worse thing. Now loading. Oh, the footsteps to that. A horrible tragedy suddenly swept over the land. However, there was one village that seemed to escape the terrible curse. The tiny settlement of Kamiki Village enjoyed the protection of a sacred tree. It is here that the real story begins. Shiranui's trees protecting everything. Oh, okay. Hello. Wood sprite, Sakuya. How troublesome. This is just like the ancient prophecy of doom. Damn it, ancient prophecies. Stop writing those things. What has transpired to bring about such calamity? We must act quickly. There is no time to lose. My power has diminished over the years I've spent protecting this area. I don't have much time left in this world. Amaterasu! Now is the time! We have never needed your power more. Shine your divine light upon this broken and polluted world. Let your heavenly rays become our hope as you guide us all. Yeah, Amaterasu! The mirror is forming with the statue. Hey! There it is! There's the character from the box art in that first full figure that looks amazing. Ōkami Amaterasu, yeah. Is Ōkami just a god, or is it something similar, or like wolf god or something? Again, apparently it's a pun or a play on words in Japanese, so we don't understand. Like, that isn't a direct translation in English. Ah, such divine white light, such beauty and grace. The only one capable of such a wondrous spectacle is none other than our mother and the origin of all that is, Amaterasu. Man, we're playing as like the most overpowered character in the fucking world. Because we're playing as apparently the creator of the world. How delightful to see that the savior whose brave sacrifice sealed away the evil demon so many years ago has not changed one bit. Seeing you emerge after so many years spent as a statue brings happiness to my heart. So was Shiranui before also Amaterasu? Aw, you're crying. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck, Amaterasu? You just immediately going to sleep? You've been resting for 100 years, what the fuck? Amaterasu, gaze above you and take in the condition of the sky. Since your untimely departure from our midst, the world has succumbed to devious and vicious beasts. They have ravaged our fine and bountiful country of Nippon, but never have the circumstances been worse than they are at this very moment. Please use your powers to banish the darkness and punish those who would do us harm. Huh? Huh? What is this? Has something stolen its way into my rope? Are we immediately going for a boob thing? There's something immediately in your boobs? What's happening? What is what is... Okay, so yeah, okay, we're immediately starting with things going into boobs. What's happening? You again? What, this little melon? Get it? Cause never mind. Oh, no, you're a little creature. Oh, are you nuts? Let's get nuts. Boy, for a little thing, you sure make a big fuss. I was just trying to make the conversation a bit more interesting. That's all. Being a weirdo, who are you? Were you napping in my clothes again, bug? Bug? I told you 1,000 times not to call me that. I'm a wandering artist. This game, like, in the middle of the apocalypse, this game has immediately taken on a much lighter-hearted tone than I was expecting. The name's Isun. Wandering artist Isun. Hi, Isun. I'll show you just how great I am, and it won't be long until you're bowing before my great brush. Ah, you've got to scroll right over her face. Painting of Sakuya? Well, what do you think? Even cuter than the real thing, no? That's just being mean. Come on. Come on, Isun. What's with you, furball? You look kind of down in the dumps. Actually, you look kind of familiar. Got it. You look just like that statue of Shiranui. I am the statue of Shiranui. I think. I'm not really sure. Just immediately eating Isun. What do you think you're doing? You got an angry color too. Are you crazy? Handsome guy like me should never be covered in wolf slobber. You're a weirdo, Isun. What's happening? You're a great messer with the great Isun. Isun, what's happening? Don't make me use my prized sword, Denkamaru, against you. Oh, ominous. We have more pressing concerns like the end of the world, everyone. What's that growling sound? Why is it so dark anyway? Oh, great God, Amaterasu. I've used all the power I have to protect Kamiki Village. The village lives on, their spirits lie encased in my fruit. Cut it free, and the village will be reborn. I trust in you. I know that you will lead us down the right path. Only your awesome power can restore life to the world. The trees return to normal, huh? That Takuya girl sure said some weird stuff. Do we want to help save the world? Also, Eason, who and what the hell are you? I understand Takuya and Amaterasu. What the hell are you, other than an artist? The village's spirits are being kept inside the fruits. That's the fruit. That girl said that to cut it down. If you cut it down, the village will be restored. But it's awfully high up there. If you don't use some kind of special power, pardon me, there's no way you're gonna reach it. This darkness is really getting to me too. A lot can happen while you're taking a nap. Yeah, why did Amaterasu? Hey, here we go. All right, we are finally playing. Only like 20 minutes in, but hey, big jumps. Yeah. All right. Okay. We heading inside. Let's head inside. We heading inside the tree. We're gonna save the day and the village. Where are we? Yeah, we kind of got transported, it seems to me. It got awfully quiet all of a sudden. I don't remember any place like this in the village. Well, better keep our eyes peeled. You can use the right stick to look around. It'll change your point of view. Boy, you really look so helpless. You sure you're gonna be okay? It's fine. Oh, okay, so we've got, like, close to us behind us, and then we've got above us. Oh, apologies if I use this mode a lot, because this mode's great, and, yeah, also, okay. That's me pushing left on the stick. That's me pushing right. Okay. Go to my options. Go to my options. Logbook trap. Okay, egg. Is options not a thing here? Okay. There we go. It's minus. It's fucking. Okay. Invert x-axis. Exit options. God damn it. Well, okay, I'm pushing left on the control stick and it turns the camera left. Why is that cord inverted? God damn it, video games. God damn it. Yeah, this is very reminiscent of Wonderful 101. So apologies if I use this a lot, people don't like it. But hey, it's easy to switch between the two, so depending on the situation, I'll do that. But for default, I will probably stick with this because, yeah. Because I'm used to it in Wonderful 101, and if I'm gonna be drawing and shit, I want it to be like Wonderful 101 because I'm a crazy person. That's an origin mirror. This is what we save. They say once your reflection appears on its statue, your memories will be stored in the mirror for all eternity. Well, to put it shortly, you can save your progress here. And let me give you a little advice. You should save a number of game files. Are we straight up having a video game tell us to rotate our saves? How have I never seen any other game tell us to rotate our saves? It's the most, it's so important to do. That way you can always go back if you get stuck or something. Gotta be prepared, especially while you're still learning the ropes. Or are they telling me to make multiple saves because you can get trapped in this game and they don't have a way of fixing it other than that? How many save files do you let me have? You let me have 30, which is the same as Wonderful 101. And Yakuza. Boom, river they have. Wow, that is a quick fucking save, holy shit. Alright. Wow, a game straight up telling us to rotate our saves. I've never seen that before. I can't think of any other game that says that. That's amazing. Holy shit. Look at all those pots just waiting to be broken. If you bust it, there might be something good inside. Press the Y button to bust it with your head. Alright. Head attacks. Oh, okay, we got like a dash. Way to go, my furry friends. You can do that anytime you see something you can break. Because everything you say to me is the world's pushes to the edge. And I'm about to break. We're getting some yen. Yeah. Grab the yen. Oh, okay. We bounce off the way. Oh, no. We bounced off the wall. And then you do like a jump back. Which causes like clouds to appear. God, the particle effects in this game are immediately gorgeous because all the particle effects are like painted things. Oh, that's awesome. That's gorgeous. Oh, is that our dash as well? Okay, yeah. Okay. You dash and then you hold it and like you do your dashing attack and then you do your dash and that's how you run around. Okay, awesome. A Y button is dash. We're even more similar to Wonderful 101 than I expected. Oh man, if this has as much in common in controls wise as Wonderful 101, I'm gonna be happy. Although Y isn't attack in Wonderful 101, it's A. But Y is still dash. Hold it there, Furball, get a load of that. That chest looks mighty tempting. Let's go check it out. Getting up that height ought to be a piece of cake. Press B to jump, then press B again to do it. Oh, I got more jumps. Make sure you press it firmly so you jump really high. All right, so we can up shit like this. We can go, whee! There we go. Nice. Interesting. Good luck is found in high places. Keep your eyes peeled. We don't want to miss any treasure. So we have like a limited wall climb ability. I don't think you can jump up the same wall multiple times. Or at least it didn't seem so. Hard to say so. Brrr, smash everything. Grab all the yen. Okay, yen is pulled in from quite a distance too. Also helpful. And dash. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, what do we get? You obtained Holy Bone S, Amaterasu's favorite snack. Restores 3 units of solar energy. Hey! So is that like an item we use, or is it an instant? If it's from a chest, I'm gonna guess we can use it. The horse head just stuck there. Oh, there it goes. Wait, no, wrong button. So, okay, exit options. Go back into this one. Does that appear here? Upload travel guide. I'm trying to see if I can see it anyway. Tools. Okay, so it's in tools. Okay. So yes, that was one that we picked up and kept. All right, awesome. Looks like the bridge is out. Is this when we learn to paint? I want to learn how to paint. This shouldn't be too so hard. Amaterasu, was it? That's kind of long. Mind if I call you Amy? Listen, Amy. Ever heard of the spirits of the brush? Good brushwork has its own soul. At least that's what they say. Just watch. It'd take all day to explain. A picture's worth 1,000 words, right? Alright, let's paint. Let's go. Oh, I'm not doing this. Okay. So you painted that in, and boom! Nice, huh? It's a little technique I've mastered called rejuvenation. It's one of many brush techniques that use divine power. It's a brush god that can restore broken or missing things. I've practiced really hard just to master this one technique. But there are 13! Each one is a power of one of the 13 brush gods. Originally, all 13 were a single powerful deity. When the deity died, its power was split into 13 separate gods. The gods now dwell within objects all around us, but god or no god, how can anyone have the power to master all 13? We'll eventually have that. Spoiler alert, ending of the game being all of them reforming into a single deity. You know, Chekhov's gun. Or spoilers, as gamers call it, because fuck. Smash that. Okay, running, okay, moving for an amount of time also just makes you dash. River of the Heavens. The River of the Heavens. They mean the fabled Stardust River? But I sure don't see anything like that around here. It couldn't be that little puddle over there. Could it? Tiny little puddle. Man, the camera keeps swapping every time I do that. Oh. Alright, examine. River of the Heavens. Okay. Okay, so that was just telling us about that. Alright, before we go over to that puddle, we gotta go exploring. Whee! It's a dash, yeah. Oh. Wow, look at the stars twinkle. I haven't seen such a beautiful nighttime sky in ages. Hey, look! Are those stars forming a pattern, or is it just me? Hey, dragon! Alright, we've got celestial constellations too. There's one missing. Guess I'll have to draw the missing star. Alright, you're doing the drawing. Bah! Looks like I'm just not ready to draw missing stars. Press R to hold the brush and then Y to draw. I sure spent a hell of a time practicing that. Mumble. Alright. Whoa! Okay, oh, this time the greatest is gonna put everything he has into it. I didn't. Okay. Okay. Press upgrade. Okay. Press R to hold the brush and then tap. Okay. I actually let go. All right. Yay! Okay. So we move it around just simply, and then we just go bam. There we go. Yay! And I did a bunch of extra stars too. Whee! And they'll go shooting off. Hey! Big dragon! Hi, dragon. With a scroll. Yomigami! Ah, why, if it isn't Mother Amaterasu. I apologize for not contacting you sooner during these long years. Having never forgotten you, I, Yomigami, God of Restoration, have eagerly awaited this day where we could again meet. While you were away, the 13 spirits of the brush that you once possessed, including myself, have been scattered across this land of men, and now lie in disarray. Wait, wait, it straight up said Amaterasu possessed all the gods of the brush before. I became a constellation. I managed to survive until now. The time has come for you to seek out and reunite all the techniques. Your power is what is needed to restore the dried riverbed of the heavens and renew the flow of stardust. Yeah! A symbol that probably means rejuvenation. Character, I should say, considering it's a language. Wow, that was Ōkami, the god of rejuvenation, sorry. The god of rejuvenation. Wait, so you have the power of rejuvenation now? Can you really use it to restore the river of the heavens? That would mean you were as good with a brush as yours truly. Nah, couldn't be true. Who else could master this incredible god technique? The god of all gods, maybe? Like, I feel like the god of all gods would be pretty good at it. I feel the game really does not want me to use this camera angle. I don't know. Maybe the game looks more gorgeous like this, because you can see the night sky and everything. I don't know. Well, I don't know. I really like this, though. I like being able to look around like this. Whee!